Hi, back again. So we go up. So next one is this here. We make the bump for that. So add mesh plane. Look from front. Rotate X 90 degrees. Scale down. Edit mode. Get both words and bring them till the end. Good. Shift D, make a copy, bring that down there. Then we take the back and bring them to that point. Then extrude to that point and extrude to the rest. Then we need this deeper part here. So that means we add mesh circle, rotate X 90 degrees, scale down. Then we go edit mode, delete the half of them, box selection, X, delete, 8, select all, Shift D, copy, rotate Z 180, turn it around, then F to close, F to close, F to close. That is the bump in this scene, so we can join that together and give them that black bump material. So we bring it to our cam there, grabbing cam, numpad 0, we jump into the cam, we see that is longer than the cam is there, so we click here on the black one and can here go by scale higher, grabbing the cam, and we have that. Good. Then we render that. So image saved as image in our folder radio. We call it top radio bump as a JPEG, black and white. Save as image. Escape 0 numpad to jump out of the cam. Then M to move it to the second layer. Good, we done that, but we need this here as an object, so we have to do that again. Add curve, add mesh circle, rotate X 90, scale down, such like that. Then delete a half. A, select all, Shift D, rotate Z 180, turn around. Get two words and F to close. Good, and that should be an object, so it has a depth. So E to extrude backward. But before we do that, X delete it again. I make there some cuts in where I later will have this rested there. So I go here to tools, take a knife and cut from top there to down there. Space to accept, left click, set it, left click, set it, spacebar to accept it. So A to select all, E to extrude, bring it down to. We can try a little bevel, I don't know, that works now good, we will see. So Control B, move around and roll, yes, works good. Then a smooth on, and that material is the same as the other ones there, so we go here in our history and gray plastic, that is our material for that. So we can bring that till the side. Good. File, save, never forget. Blender crashes often. So that here we must type. That is our graphic. We use here graphic, and we use bump and a basic material. So we make the text. Add text. Rotate X 90. And you see it, but we must bring it in front to see it right. Scale down. And then we type this text, so tap on the keyboard and then with gray letters. So that's the text. We scale the text down to the size there. And we give them a black color. So black bump is good for that. Then we have to type that here. So Shift D, we copy the text. And with tab we come into and can change it. Then we type what stands there. Wow. Some 8 as we band. Good. Scale down a little. Grab it, bring to position. Grab that, bring to position. Then we need dots here, so we make dots fast. Add mesh circle, rotate X 90, scale down. Edit mode, A to select all, and F to close. Give them the black bump color. Go to modifiers, take array. Give here a little bit more. Here we scale that a little down, then give them here more to the right side and more counts. Done. So now we need a photo from that, so we take here both, grab it, bring it to position, but in this case I will take it as an PNG with alpha channel, so the background is transparent. So I go in my camera, go here to cam and go near, grabbing. Good. To get this transparent we need here in render, we can say film transparent, and then the background is transparent when you render that. Good, done. So image, save as image. That is top radio text. But be careful, we need here an PNG format for this. So we take here PNG, and that is with RGB A. A means alpha, so we get that, and that is enough then. So we can save it as escape, numpad 0 to get out of the can, take the text and move it to second layer, file save as a new version number. Good. Next, for the top, that was it for now. We can now try these things here. So that's simple. Add mesh, a UV sphere. Edit mode, word selection with background. Border selection. Delete the top view, numpad 7. Border selection B. X, delete the rest. So we have that. Then we only take here extrude, and sure at the top it should have a full one because it comes out there. So Shift D, make a copy of the ring there and rotate X 180. So we have that. And if you see they're not connected like it is, then you click that, and then you can merge them together at last, and then that is one at last. And now I can extrude that simply like ever after close. So that is this thing. We smooth that. We take here a top level loop and a down level loop, and this top plane should be flattened, so give it down flat for shading, it's important. Good, we need the silver plastic there, so we give here material a new, I'll type in the text that is silver plastic rough. Good. So we take here a principal shader, we say it should be metallic, so 1. Then we give them roughness, high roughness, nearly no reflections there, so only a little shine there, so that can be enough. Maybe a little bit less, you'll see that. Good. We done that. The only thing we can do is bevel this top part there, so we get that a little bit up, and Control B, move that around, but before we must apply that object, so object apply rotation scale, and then normally should have a function, but here rotated words, because we rotated this second half ring, so we must recalculate it completely and then apply that mesh, and then we can bevel. That are the little things you must think on when you return at axis and so on. Good. We have done that. Shift D, make a copy. We want to make a hole in and screw on. So file, save. Then we take here a cylinder, add mesh cylinder, rotate X 90, scale down. That is our cutting stuff. You know that from the last tutorial. There we have this red color to see what is what. That is our cutter. So we bring that in front, that it comes true. Then bring it more in the middle, such like that. We have the name cylinder 001. So object, apply rotation scale. Here same. So that is cylinder 001. So we take the silver one and go here to Boolean, and we say cylinder 001, and say it should be difference, and apply that. Then we have that here. That looks awful, so we take here an add split, and all is fine. Good. We do that both M to move, second layer. I'll save. Then we need to screw there. So we add mesh UV sphere, scale down, then top view, edit mode, bird selection with background, B border select, delete the words, only the words, so that. Good. And a little bit too big in that direction, so scale Y, and bring it a little bit to the rest there. Good. Bring the front, done. We want to cut the whole, this cross in there, so we add mesh cube, scale down, grabbing positioning, scale to that size there, then scale X, then give two loops, Control R, in edit mode surely, so that, scale X to make it a little bit smaller, and then we extrude that faces there. So edit mode, face selection, extrude, bring it up, the down part, extrude 2. So we have that cross. That should be cutted, so we give them the red color. Then we bring that in front of the other. Can scale it a little bit more in the Y, so we get better through that other material there. So grab and positioning that we have. So here we need a little bit background, so extrude the last ring and bring them back. F to close, smooth, then object, apply rotation scale, the same with the red cross there, object, apply rotation scale. The name is cube 4, so we take that one, say Boolean cube 4, and say we want the difference between the both objects, and so we have that here, and that is our screw there. Good. We done that. That is a black material and it is metal, so new, call it black metal. Good. Then we take here principal shader, give them black, it should be metals 1, and it should have a roughness but not too much, things such like that. Maybe you see it here in preview. Good. Then Shift D will make a copy of that, and we bring that into this object there. A bit down, a bit to the side, such like that. That's good. Then we can join them together as one, and can bring this cross move to the second layer. Then we have that object done. We bring them to the side, make a little bit greater that we see them later. So file save. Good. We have here the other screw for this hole here that we must cut into the back of the radio there. So you see we have here nearly the same as there, but not really. So we start again. Add mesh, UV sphere, scale down, edit mode, front view, bird selection with background, border selection, delete it. I'll take the whole thing, extrude, bring it up, and here you see there comes, and that is from the view, but in the middle comes something out there. So that means that is that here. So we take these three guys and extrude them simply up to. But when I see it, we take some more, I think. So Control Z, go back 2 times, and then mark that and extrude 4. So that is that. We can now close that with F and make here with F an edge in, and then we can close that with F and that thing with F, and the same on the other side. This word, close with F, get this and close that with F, and then that. So we have that smooth. If you don't trust them, then give them an add split. Then you see this other one. Material should be that silver rough plastic there. Silver rough plastic. So we have it there. And when you look there, there is a cut in the middle to get there the antenna in. So we must cut there too. That means we take here 2 loops in, and the same at the front. So we have only to cut here through. So we get the tool, knife from this point to that point, spacebar to exit. Knife, left click, spacebar. Same here at the down point. Knife from that point. It don't connect. So we try again. Knife from that point. Oh, a little bit complicated. Okay. So we make it the other way. We take here these edges and delete the edges so it is open. Then we close it here, F to close, and then we can close here this faces. So we have done that. That can be plugged into. So grab it by the way and scale. File, save. Good, we go on. Here you see that is an bump effect, so we must do that. This screw we need later, so we bring that by the way too, grabbing and scaling. File, save. Good. So we want like this bump effect here, so we simply make one in a straight line and then turn that. Add mesh circle, rotate x 90, scale down, grabbing, scale down, grabbing, then edit mode, word selection, delete the half, X to delete the words, A to select all, Shift D to copy, rotate set 180, turn around. And that makes that why that is later a problem. You must recalculate then the normals to get a good result. So after close, then we can recalculate them. So here shading, recalculate. Now that is all turned right. So and now we can make that a little bit smaller, and then rotate it. We place it here in the middle of them, and then simply rotate. So we come to that point. Then we can go from the normals. Oh, see, it don't work. So local maybe? No. Okay, we take global, shift eagle. Then we get that here, grab it there. Then with circle selection, that here, grab it there. Then we take the whole thing, shift D, and plug it there. Bring them in front. So then we take that one here and grab it there. Shift D, copy, bring it there. You can't work here with the array because they changed the size there, and that you can handle that with a array, but you need tupper objects and so on. That is all a little bit too much for me today. Good. Shift D. Oh, that was the wrong one. That comes when you're not focused. Shift D. Bring it there. Circle selection, grabbing, bring it there. Shift D, place it there. Edit mode, grabbing, and so on. I don't must tell it the whole time. So I make that to finish. Sure, you can take here now a mirror, that all works, but sometimes it is for me like relaxing to do the same things, and that works without problems and complicated modifier additions and editing. No, 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 I don't need that. So grabbing, so that is our bump for the back part. So we join them together as one and give them the black bump material. So also must be bumped that here, and normally the text and the stripes and all this shit there must be bumped, or a normal map, and I don't do it. I only make that here then, and then it's good. So we add mesh circle, rotate rotate x 90 degrees, scale down, grab it, position it. Good. Then we'll delete what we don't need. There's that. And then we take that one, Shift D, rotate set 180. Wow. Yes. Then we can close that keyboard off. Bring this towards down by extruding. And that was all. So we can take that extrude scale and then bring it a little to the set. And then that is done. You can take the down part here and scale set 0, so a straight line. Then you can take here the black bump, and now we can take them both and say here join together, and that is our bump map for the back. So we have to make a texture of it. So we get here our background, white background, 0 numpad to jump at the cam, go to the cam border there and grab it, all done, and render. You don't need here the denoise. I have the denoise on, so he makes there it double and more times. Good. Image save as, and that is back. Radio, that is bump, so bump. It can be JPEG and it should be black and white, and save as image. Escape, numpad 0, good. We move that to second layer, M to move second, good. File, save, good. So we done that. That I cut out with a program. With Photoshop or GIMP, you can cut that simply out. When you make now a picture from your desktop, from here, you can simply cut it then out in a graphic program. The same as here, that you should cut out in a graphic program. So I want simply type in this text fast, so add texts, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down, tap, and then type. Okay, basic return, but we make it singular so we can better say how big, how tall, how basic. Scale X, good. Shift D, bring it in front, bring that in front, tap to go in, and here we type concept. Here we scale X, that is smaller, and scale the whole thing smaller. Grab it to position, scale X. Okay. Shift D, tap, KK, 1012, scale X, Shift D, tap, FM, middle wave, short wave, and TV. Okay. Grab it, position it, scale it. Good. We give them the black bump material, but it is only text, so we can simply make it text material, but it's the same for this is eagle. So we take that, grab it to the cam, bring that by the side. We need here a transparent, so we go into the cam, grab it, bring it there, cam, scale, okay, grab it, then we render that. Image, save as, that is front, radio, and that is text. So we type here text, and it is no JPEG, it is a PNG with alpha channel, and that is all safe. Good, escape, 0 on numpad. Text, move, second layer. Good. So let us look what we have. Save it as another version number. Good. So we done that here, that thing's there, that. Here we must cut in a hole. Okay, so we should do that, and here that should be holes too. So add mesh cube, scale down, grab, we looked at, we have the same size nearly, search like that, and then edit mode, circle selection, get at both and bring them near to. There are 3 in the line, so we take here a modifier, array modifier, go here to that point and give them here 3, and then on 3, 6, 3, 6, 7. So we need another array down under, but not in that direction, so we give here 0, and down here 1, and then we can go up and give them here 7. So we have that we want cut later out of our mesh. So we apply that first, then that. Now it's one mesh. Now we have to object apply the rotation scale. Then we have to give them that cut material. Not have to, but you see that done better. Then rotate this whole thing there, that we are near to that what they have there. Rotate Y, grabbing, yeah, that's nearly that is good. Then we want cut in here a hole, so sure you can make that with the bump effect or normal or something else, yeah. But I make it so. Add mesh, cylinder, scale down, rotate X 90, Good, give them the red color there. So we have our objects. Bring that in front, scale Y to have more. Bring that in front and take the whole back and make that longer. So we have that. That is what we want to cut in our base mesh there. So we have to object apply rotation scale, the same as this one, object apply rotation scale, then we join them together as one, and object apply rotation scale. Good. Now we need here our base mesh, Shift D, and we need the back side. So when we look here, you see that's the front side because there are holes in for the buttons there. So rotate set -90, that is our back side. So we can bring it there, scale it a little down, and go here to the back. Be careful that you not go through the front. So now this one we must apply a rotation scale before because we changed there some. Then the name of this reddish style there is cube 5, so we take that one and say here boolean cube 5 and should be difference apply. So we can bring that away, see what happens. And we need here now again an add split, and then all is fine. Good, so we have cutters done for the backside, we have the bump done for the backside, we have then the things and the screws, that's good. So fine. We move that to second layer, that here to second layer, Shift D, make a copy of that, and move that to second layer 2. File, save. Good, we are done that. So what have we forgotten? Let us look. That we have the texture made, the bump there, but we have not here the cut in the base mesh. Okay, where the antenna comes. Okay. So add mesh circle, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down. Should not be so much, only a little cut there. So we can delete what we don't need. So it's that. Then simply extrude that out. Can be higher, it's for cutting, so that's not important to make it straight. So F to close, A to select all, F to close, bring it in front, and it must over the whole side of our radio, cut it out. So extrude long time and get this reddish color there. Material called, so material, there we have it. Then we want to apply the rotation scale of it. That here we can move to the second layer. Good. So we can cut out that from here, and then we see us in the next tutorial to make the rest. So thanks a lot, bye.